The Splintered Paddle, the sixth episode of Chief of War, is a compelling segment of the Apple TV Plus series that heightens the drama of Kamehameha's late 18th century attempt to unite the Hawaiian Islands. With a number of noteworthy events that enhance the story, this episode expertly strikes a balance between political intrigue, emotional depth, and cultural diversity. This is the comprehensive trailer, Kaiana and Kamehameha's confrontation. The episode's focal point is a furious altercation between Jason Momoa's character Kaiana and Te-Ao Hainapiinga's character Kamehameha. Throughout the season, tensions have been building, but finally explode here as Kaiana publicly questions Kamehameha's strategic choices, especially his aggressive attempt to subjugate enemy islands. In a tense session in the War Council, Kaiana accuses Kamehameha of putting power before the welfare of the populace and asks whether his vision of unity justifies the violence and strained alliances. Kamehameha's stoic resolve and Kaiana's fiery speech collide in this incisive discussion. In addition to showcasing Momoa's dominant presence, this scene also shows the ethical difficulties of leadership as Kaiana struggles to balance his allegiance to Kamehameha with his personal values. A tense standoff at the end of the sequence suggests that their alliance may be fracturing, which could change how the unification effort plays out. Kupuohi's request for harmony. One important advocate for diplomacy, Kupuohi, Kaina Kaina, attempts to mediate between warring factions and offers an emotionally stirring moment. She goes to a revered heiau temple to pray for peace in a subdued yet impactful moment, only to be met by the ambassador of a rival chief who warns of an approaching invasion. The episode's greater conflict is grounded in human stakes by Kupuohi's answer, a moving monologue about the toll that war has on Hawaiian families. Her appeal, which is grounded in the cultural ideals of community and aloha, stands in stark contrast to the growing violence and serves as a ray of hope in a story that is becoming increasingly bleak. Kuenga's portrayal in this sequence, which combines strength and sensitivity, further demonstrates the show's dedication to authentic Hawaiian representation. Red-Mouthed Gun, the Battle. In a visually spectacular scene, Kamehameha's troops and Western weapons, specifically, cannons known to the Hawaiians as the Red-Mouthed Gun, engage in combat. The battle is chaotic, highlighting the destructive effect of foreign influence with the thunderous roar of cannon fire contrasted with traditional Hawaiian warfare methods. Amid the smoke and bloodshed, warriors brandish war clubs and koa spears in the dramatic choreography. In addition to being an exciting action set piece, this scene represents a recurrent topic in the series, how cultural and technological changes are endangering traditional Hawaiian traditions. Cultural intricacy, the Splintered Paddle Law. The title of the episode, The Splintered Paddle, alludes to an important cultural and historical idea that is presented in a flashback. The Kanawai Mamalaho, or Law of the Splintered Paddle, was created as a result of Kamehameha's decision to spare the life of a fisherman following a violent misunderstanding. As a moral compass for Kamehameha's leadership, this law, which safeguards the weak during times of conflict, is interwoven throughout the story. The flashback, which is filled with images of coastal towns and Hawaiian chanting, strengthens Kamehameha's persona as a leader divided between compassion and conquest while reaffirming the show's commitment to cultural authenticity. The betrayal context. An enigmatic member of Kamehameha's inner circle is seen communicating with a rival chief in a subplot that is subtle but crucial. Even though the traitor's identity is left unclear in this episode, their actions, overhearing strategic planning and evading capture at night, create a potential treachery that might shatter Kamehameha's coalition's tenuous cohesiveness. With the traitor's silhouette vanishing into the forest as the episode comes to a close, an ominous indication of difficulties to come, this threat heightens the tension and keeps viewers on edge. Value of cinematic and cultural production. With its sumptuous photography that captures the untamed splendor of the Hawaiian Islands, volcanic cliffs, thick jungles, and blue shores, the episode excels in production design. The narrative skillfully incorporates traditional Hawaiian customs like hula and ali, chants, especially in a sequence where soldiers conduct a ceremonial haka-like performance in preparation for battle. Every frame is a tribute to the culture thanks to the native Hawaiian cultural advisor's consultation and the attention to linguistic accuracy, using Lelo Hawaiian with subtitles. Chief of War's sixth episode, which combines intense drama with profound cultural resonance, marks a sea change. While Kupuohi's plea and the battle sequence give the story emotional and historical weight, the confrontation between Kayana and Kamehameha captures the political and personal dynamics that drive the series. The law of the splintered paddle is referenced, which raises the stakes of Kamehameha's voyage by connecting the story to a genuine historical heritage. The splintered paddle sets the stage for the mounting tensions to come with its combination of powerful performers, stunning images, and a narrative that strikes a balance between action and reflection. It leaves viewers eager for the next chapter in this epic drama. There are several surprises in the most recent episode of Chief of War, and it's worthwhile to explore them more. Writer, director, and star Jason Momoa's long-term passion project, the historical epic for Apple TV+, explores a critical period in Hawaiian history that was characterized by battle, political betrayals, and outside influence after European discovery. The historical background of Chief of War is essential to the narrative. The main character in Chief of War is Jason Momoa, who plays Kayana, a warrior and chief who was forcibly removed from his land at a time of intense unrest. Although this has had a significant influence on his family's lives and the political climate of the archipelago, his absence has ultimately been beneficial, giving him the opportunity to return home and bring about peace. After spending years away from home, Kayana has found a devoted companion, picked up English, and gained knowledge of gunpowder and sophisticated weapons, but his objective has not changed. He wants to return to Hawaii and overthrow King Kahekili. Kayana wants to make amends since he feels he had a hand in the Oahu tragedy. Tony was just almost spared the atrocities of the slave trade when Kayana escaped and set sail. He will be able to return to the island of Hawaii, where his family is secure, and ideally muster forces to attack Kahekili now that he has the weaponry he needed thanks to his agreement with Vi. Kayana is unaware of the significant internal strife that Hawaii is currently experiencing, but more on that later. Because of his agreement with Vi, he would be going back to open trade lines with the English and trade sandalwood from Hawaii. According to Vi, it is advantageous to get ahead of the English impact because it will happen whether people like it or not. Kayana intends to return to the archipelago and get his people ready for integration rather than attempting to fight a force that Hawaii cannot handle. His people have started learning English at home after he studied it abroad. As European cultural impact starts, trade will follow. Back in Hawaii, love is in the air, but regrettably, it's the kind of love that can have disastrous consequences. One of Kayana's two brothers, Namake, has a long-standing romantic relationship with Kayana's wife, Kupuohi. Namake and their other brother, Nahi, are at odds because of this. In episode 2, their tension resulted in a fight. Namake's interest in her has been known to Kupuohi, who tells her that she still has life to live despite the chance that Kayana has passed away. He is saying that she need to get over his brother and be with him instead. The episode concludes with them sharing a bed despite Kupuohi telling him she can't do that.